In a quiet little village wrapped in golden fields and whispering winds, there lived an old lady. Her hair was silver like moonlight, her skin lined with gentle wrinkles, but her eyes, they shone with a warmth that could calm any storm. Everyone loved her. She lived alone in a small clay house beneath a great banyan tree. Her husband had passed away long ago, and she had no children. Yet, she never complained. Every morning, she would sweep her porch, smile at passers-by, and sit beneath the banyan tree, watching the world with peaceful eyes. The villagers admired her, but they often wondered, how could someone who had lost so much still be so happy? Life in the village was not easy. Some days, the sun burned the fields dry. Other days, rain refused to come. The farmers worried about their crops, the carpenters about their work, and the mothers about how they would feed their children. One evening, as the sun dipped low and painted the sky with fire, a young woman named Radha came running to the old lady's house. Her eyes were red with tears. "Grandmother," she cried, "I don't know what to do. My husband went to the city to find work. It's been months and I haven't heard from him. My children are hungry. I'm scared." The old lady smiled gently and motioned for her to sit down. "My child," she said softly, "tell me, what do you think will happen?" Radha wiped her tears. "I think bad things. Maybe he didn't find work. Maybe he forgot us." The old lady chuckled lightly, her eyes kind. "Ah, Radha, when we fill our minds with dark thoughts, we make our hearts heavier. But when we choose to think of light, our hearts lift, and sometimes light truly finds its way to us." Radha frowned. "But how can I think good thoughts when everything feels so bad?" The old lady smiled again. "Then let me tell you a story." She looked up at the setting sun and began. "Long ago, there was a poor man who sat by a river crying. He had no food, no money, no family. He said to himself, 'I have nothing. How can I be happy?' An old woman came to him and said, 'Look around you. You have the river, you have the trees, you have the sun. If you keep counting what you don't have, you'll always be miserable. But if you start seeing what you do have, your heart will find peace.' The man looked around and noticed the river still flowed, the birds still sang, the breeze still kissed his face. Slowly, he stopped crying. He smiled for the first time, and from that day, his life began to change." When the story ended, the old lady looked at Radha and said, "You see, child, the man's life didn't change because of magic. It changed because he changed his thoughts. When we think positive, we make space for hope. And hope gives us strength." Radha thought for a long moment. "So, if I think good thoughts, things will get better?" The old lady nodded. "Yes, wake up each morning and say, 'Today will be a good day.' Feed your children, work with love, and wait for your husband with faith, not fear." Radha smiled faintly. "I'll try. That's the first step," said the old lady. "You try, and the universe listens." From that day on, Radha began to live differently. She woke up early, whispered to herself, "Today will be a good day," and faced every challenge with quiet courage. She worked hard, cared for her children, and filled her home with little sparks of hope. Weeks passed. One afternoon, a postman came running through the dusty lane, waving a letter. It was from her husband. He had found a job in the city, and he was sending money home. Radha burst into tears, but this time, they were tears of joy. She ran to the banyan tree to tell the old lady the news. The old lady smiled, her eyes twinkling like starlight. "You see, my dear, when we think good thoughts, we invite good things into our lives. Problems will never disappear, but with a hopeful heart, we can rise above them." Soon, stories of the old lady's wisdom spread across the village. People began visiting her, tired farmers, anxious mothers, worried youths, and she told them the same simple truth: think good thoughts, and good will come. From that day forward, the village slowly changed. People smiled more, they worked harder, they believed again, and under that great banyan tree, the old lady sat, her silver hair shining in the evening sun, smiling as always, because she knew that happiness was never about what life gives you. It's about what you choose to see.